Hi guys, Seamus here, back again with another update on our Vietnam diorama, which is ongoing. We printed off a tree last night. It took it, about 8 hours roughly, printing. So it came out okay. Can't be bad till I print that I got for nothing really on Cults 3D. Now I can scale this up to as much as the machine's going to allow me to in height ways and breadth ways. So the maximum I can go up here is 4 times this, roughly. I didn't add any supports to the main branches. I did it first, and I would imagine we would break most of the branches off when it comes to removing those supports. So what I did do is, obviously it prints from this way up and down into the resin. So we added a couple of wee supports on the side here. I think it was about 10 roughly. And as I say, this is where it came out. You can actually see the detail in the bark itself, texture. So I'll give it a coat of grey primer there. I'm going to give it a coat of brown now and then start giving it different tones before we add our foliage. So, first time trying this, so we'll see how it turns out. And if it turns out okay, I'll add a few of these to the diorama as well. So here you go, just a quick update on our foliage and trees and so forth for our diorama. I do have a few other ones here in colour. I'll show you those in a second. So here's a few I done earlier. That's just after removing it from the dehydrator. So we'll give them a couple of different tones. That's these ones here. And I printed one last week, slightly bigger. I can go up and down scales as much as I need to. So roughly about, I'd say maybe close to 100 of these here printed off. So we won't try the first batch here with colours before we commit to doing the rest. Again, I got these free on Cults. Didn't turn out too bad. So once you get them coloured and weathered and so forth, they look a lot better. We did the palm trees. I showed these last week. I've all these all printed off that I need. So we're going to get this in the paint, this one. I did do it smaller, like a sapling sort of thing. Now these all come separate from your trunk itself, so you just have to break them off from their supports and glue them onto the trunk. I did also a load of these, like wicker fences sort of thing. I took this one off its support, which this one here is still on its support. And I printed off a red in 35 scale. Maybe it's a wee bit too big. I could still go down scales in it. I'll just add a few of them to the diorama as well. Another small tree I printed out, and there's supports from the other side. They just snap off. This is cured and all. So once I paint it, snap it off and add it to the diorama. You can also add your static grass or foliage or some sort to it. It's your own preference really what you want to add to it once it's painted. We did do some Vietnamese figures. These came in 3 parts. So you can add whatever you really want to the baskets themselves. We put a blue tack just holding on the base temporary, just to try and get locations where we're going to put things finally. We also did it in a smaller scale to represent the child maybe the daughter of the previous one I showed you. We'll add the baskets to it as well. Did some of the shrubs. I did show these last week as well, just in case anybody hasn't seen them. There's all different types here. Again, I've left them on their supports until such time I need to break them off once they're painted and so forth. And there's dozens in here, all different designs and different scales and so forth. So as I say, they'll add the overall appearance to the diorama. printed off sandbags. That's just the one, but you can print off as many as you want in different poses, sort of thing. Your tree trunk of the palm tree is slightly smaller, this one. As I said earlier, your leaves are all molded or printed off separately, and you just break them off their supports, glue them till whatever position you're happy with. We also printed off water buffalo in 35 scale, and the cart, overturned cart sort of thing. So we'll blend this all in with the diorama itself, with those figures I showed you. And also a dog, an Alsatian. These are one of the leaves I showed you earlier of the bigger palm trees. There's plenty left here to do another couple of trees, at least one anyhow. Another couple of figures will go along with the cart. This lady here is bending over, picking something up, maybe spilled seeds or some sort, maybe. And the last one is trying to coax the water buffalo to move along. So to say, these will all add to the overall appearance of the diorama. The last two figures here, I'll still do a wee bit of work on some of the soldiers. Again, this is a 3D print. I did buy a few files, different poses, so there's more than enough figures to go into this diorama. Here's one of the prints in primer. So you can see it come out pretty well. I'm happy enough with the details on this. Some you'll get without backpacks on them. Some will come with the STL file itself. The last one is our bigger scale palm tree. You can see the detail on it. So that pinned up very well. So actually goes, that's actually that. So thanks for watching. I'll speak to you all later. Bye.